blaze the bloody trail.
Hey, you put the fear gun, people. This on, and we need to go strap up.
According to the judge that sent him down, it was within just 4 years after leaving prison that USA bike gang boss John Napoli took a scruffy, disorganized outlaw biker gang and turned it into a well-organized $6 million crystal meth trafficking organization. Napoli, 35, president of the Breed Outlaw Motorcycle Gang, used violence to keep bikers in line at the Bristol-Levittown area, Assistant U.S. Attorney Andrea Folks said yesterday, urging that the defendant be sentenced to life in prison. Napoli, among his violent attacks, was even reported to have used an electric drill to bore into a rival's arm and nearly crushed his face and dislocated an eye. He put a severely beaten rival in the hospital for 4 days, and he threatened to kill any associates who went to the police. "What you did was uncivilized," said U.S. District Judge Harvey Bartle III yesterday before sentencing Napoli to 36 years in federal prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. Attorney General Tom Corbett and Bucks County District Attorney Diane Gibbons, along with local law enforcement officials, announced in 2008 that agents of the Attorney General's Bureau of Narcotics Investigation, BNI, along with detectives of the Bucks County District Attorney's Office and the Philadelphia Police Department, were in the process of arresting as many as 15 suspected members of a large-scale crystal methamphetamine ring operating in Bucks and Philadelphia counties, as well as New Jersey. The ring was run by the Breed, an outlaw motorcycle gang. Corbett said the ongoing investigation, known as Operation Breed on a Wire, targeted a large-scale distribution ring of crystal methamphetamine, or meth, in Bucks and Philadelphia counties in New Jersey. Corbett said, "Today's arrests are the result of a continuing investigation into the distribution of meth in southeastern Pennsylvania centering around outlaw motorcycle gangs. In today's arrests, we have not only taken down the main meth dealers in the region, but we have also arrested the leaders and key members of the Breed Outlaw Motorcycle Gang." Corbett said, the investigation began as an outgrowth of a meth investigation of the Warlock Outlaw Motorcycle Gang that operated in Bucks and Philadelphia counties last year. Corbett said the investigation into the Breed began with an undercover purchase of meth in 2005. As the investigation progressed, court-authorized telephone interceptions were used and the case was placed before a statewide investigating grand jury, which recommended that the Attorney General file criminal charges. Corbett said the grand jury identified the leaders of the meth distribution ring as John Shameless Kovacs of Jackson, New Jersey, the New Jersey Mother Club chapter president of the Breed, and John Jr. Napoli of Levittown, Bucks County, the president of the Pennsylvania chapter of the Breed. Corbett said the grand jury found that Napoli was responsible for the crystal meth distribution network in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. BNI agents estimate that Napoli and the Pennsylvania chapter of the Breed were responsible for distributing more than 120 pounds of crystal methamphetamine from May 2005 through June 2006, which has an estimated street value of more than $11.25 million. Corbett said on June 6, 2006, BNI agents, along with Bucks County Drug Task Force officers and the Philadelphia Police, executed 13 search warrants at various locations in Bucks and Philadelphia counties on members of the Breed. During the searches, agents seized more than 22 pounds of crystal meth, nearly $500,000 in cash and bank deposits, 44 firearms including 1 submachine gun, 10 improvised explosive devices, various vehicles, and 24 motorcycles. He said many of the motorcycles and weapons were stolen. Corbett said that the grand jury found that the Breed Outlaw Motorcycle Gang had terrorized Lower Bucks County for several decades by committing crimes involving illegal drug dealing, thefts, extortion, witness intimidation, and assaults. Corbett said the grand jury found that the Breed Outlaw Motorcycle Gang, which orchestrated the crystal meth distribution, was highly organized in a tight-knit group with each member given clearly defined roles within the organization. The Breed has an executive board and has officers such as a treasurer and secretary. Corbett said that the grand jury found that Napoli operated a construction company as a front to cover profits he made from distributing crystal meth and stolen property he received, such as motorcycle parts, tools, and other construction equipment. Corbett said during a search of Napoli's Apple Tree Drive residence in Levittown, agents seized 2 loaded handguns, 2 high-capacity assault rifle magazines and ammunition, and a money counter. They also seized $120,000 in cash, a Volvo turbo sedan, a Chevy Trailblazer, a Corvette, 3 motorcycles, a dump truck, and a pickup truck. In storage lockers controlled by Napoli and Middleton, Bucks County, agents seized 3 Harley-Davidson motorcycles that were reported stolen, a handgun, a shotgun, and a submachine gun. In a Napoli storage locker in Levittown, agents seized approximately 1 pound of crystal meth, 7 handguns, 6 rifles, and 4 assault weapons. While the agents were executing search warrants on Napoli's residence and other locations, he was hiding in New Jersey, but his phone conversations were being intercepted by BNI agents. Regarding the BNI agents and police officers investigating him, Napoli stated, "Maybe one day they'll get shot in the head while on the job," and in another Napoli telephone call that was intercepted, Napoli had ordered one of his lieutenants to pick up meth in Philadelphia, but he was delayed because of a traffic jam due to the funeral of Philadelphia police officer Gary Skarski. The grand jury found that Breed Executive Board member William Tattoo Billy Johnson of Philadelphia distributed much of the meth through other Breed members and at his tattoo shop in Bensalem called House of 1,000 Tattoos. As multiple pound shipments of meth would come in, Johnson would distribute the drug to other Breed members who stashed or held the meth until Napoli directed its distribution. The grand jury found that Breed member, Executive Board member, and Sergeant-at-Arms Christopher Slam Quattrocchi of Bristol distributed multi-pound quantities of meth. Quattrocchi supplied fellow New Jersey Executive Board member James Coffin Faustini's with pound quantities of meth. The grand jury found that Breed Executive Board member Thomas Tommy Trash, also known as the Crypt Keeper Connor, lived above the Breed clubhouse at 3707 Spruce Street in Bristol and protected the club with a cache of weapons, including an AR-15 assault rifle. The grand jury found that Breed Secretary Kenneth Chains Steinmuller of Bensalem stashed or held multi-pound quantities of meth for Napoli, and that he also obtained meth from Breed member Thomas Fuzzy Heilman Jr. of Bristol. During a search of Steinmuller's residence, Corbett said agents discovered a shrine to Adolf Hitler in the Third Reich with a large photo of Hitler as the centerpiece. The grand jury found that Breed members Frederick Panhead Fred Freehoff of Bristol and Charles Ruthless Kulau of Bensalem distributed meth to others in the organization. The grand jury identified associate Breed members and meth traffickers as Bridget Scary Movie Dale of Levittown, James Nazi Jimmy Coyle Jr. of Philadelphia, and David Freinier of Levittown. The grand jury found that Napoli fronted Dale pound quantities of meth and that she would pay him $30,000 to $40,000 per week in drug proceeds from the sale of meth. Corbett said that the grand jury found that Robert Molly Traverse of Philadelphia and a member of the 2nd Brigade Outlaw Motorcycle Gang, which is loosely associated with the Pagans, supplied Johnson with large quantities of crystal meth. During a search of his residence, agents seized 15 pounds of meth. The grand jury found that Traverse obtained his meth from Arthur Bono Jr. of Eagleville, Montgomery County. Bono allegedly delivered 20 pounds of meth to Traverse on June 5, 2006. As part of the investigation, Corbett said the Plymouth Township Police in Montgomery County seized $100,000 from Bono. The grand jury presentment demonstrates that the Breed Outlaw Motorcycle Gang was a highly organized and violent organization that made millions of dollars for its leader, Corbett said. Corbett continued, "Today's arrests are the first wave of more arrests as this investigation continues. The defendants are scheduled to be arraigned before Bensalem Magisterial District Judge Leonard J. Brown and will be prosecuted in Bucks County by Senior Deputy Attorney General Kishan Nair." Corbett thanked District Attorney Diane Gibbons, the Bucks County detectives, and the Bensalem and Philadelphia Police Departments for their assistance and cooperation in the ongoing investigation. He also thanked the police department from the following municipalities: Bensalem Township, Mooresville, Tullytown, Lower Makefield, Falls Township, Lower Southampton Township, Buckingham Township, Plumstead Township, Warrington Township, Plymouth Township, Doylestown Township, Penridge, Newtown Township, Northampton Township, and Montgomery County detectives in Bucks Department of Corrections. John A. Shameless Kovacs, 41, 60 Butterfly Road, Jackson, New Jersey, is charged with 8 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, and 4 counts of criminal use of a phone. John W. Jr. Napoli, 33, 268 Apple Tree Drive, Levittown, is charged with 68 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 41 counts of criminal use of a phone, 6 counts of money laundering, 2 counts of possession of prohibited offensive weapons, 22 counts of persons not to possess firearms, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia. William A. Tattoo Billy Johnson Jr., 30, 4648 Bergen Street and 3632 Morrill Street, Philadelphia, is charged with 12 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 8 counts of money laundering, 87 counts of criminal use of a phone, 13 counts of possession of prohibited offensive weapons, 4 counts of persons not to possess firearms, 3 counts of drug possession, and 3 counts of drug paraphernalia. Christopher Slam Kotraki, 35, 234 Walnut Street, Bristol, is charged with 11 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, and 10 counts of criminal use of a phone. Charles L. Ruthless Kulau, 43, 6405 Fulton Avenue, Bensalem, is charged with 5 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 8 counts of criminal use of a phone, 5 counts of possession of prohibited offensive weapons, and 2 counts of persons not to possess firearms. Thomas E. Fuzzy Heilman Jr., 53, 813 Pine Street, Bristol, is charged with 7 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 2 counts of criminal use of a phone, 82 counts of possession of prohibited offensive weapons, and 1 count of persons not to possess firearms. Kenneth Chain Steinmuller, 45, 1018 Emily Road, Bensalem, is charged with 4 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 2 counts of money laundering, 1 count of criminal use of a phone, 10 counts of persons not to possess firearms, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia. Frederick F. Panhead Freehoff, 49, 3707 Spruce Street, Bristol, is charged with 49 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 3 counts of money laundering, and 11 counts of criminal use of a phone. Thomas P. Tommy Trash Connor, 55, 3707 Spruce Street, Bristol, is charged with 8 counts of persons not to possess firearms and 1 count of criminal use of a phone. James A. Coffin Faustinis, 49, currently incarcerated in the New Jersey State Prison, is charged with 13 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, and 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization. Bridget Scary Movie Dale, 36, 20 Middle Road, Levittown, is charged with 15 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, 4 counts of money laundering, and 10 counts of criminal use of a phone. James E. Nazi Jimmy Coyle Jr., 33, 2826 Castor Avenue, Philadelphia, is charged with 2 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, and 1 count of criminal use of a phone. Robert Molly Traverse, 39, 8609 Jackson Street, Philadelphia, is charged with 7 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization, and 37 counts of criminal use of a phone. Arthur J. Bono Jr., 38, 5027 Deffert Place, Apartment B, Eagleville, is charged with 1 count each of distribution of meth and conspiracy to distribute meth. Dave Frenier, 32, whose last known address is 268 Apple Tree Drive, Levittown, is charged with 2 counts of distribution of meth, 1 count of conspiracy to distribute meth, and 2 counts of participating in a corrupt organization. A few days back, we told you about the downfall of Breed MC. After knowing about this long list of allegations on the members, do you think it was for the best? Let us know in the comments below.